Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live once again here from the great city of Denver, Colorado. From the IRT, I am Fabio Soto along with Sam Schultz. So Sam, Fernando Kuzwar from Argentina and Matias Arnez from Bolivia. Both qualifying men here, ready to get started. What are your thoughts here, Sam?
Yeah, Fernando Kurzbard, he looks like he won the coin toss, going to serve first, part of the Argentinian national team for both singles and doubles. Should be a good match here in our early qualifying rounds. Happy to be with you guys on a Thursday, and that's an early point on the board for Fernando Kurzbard.
So Fernando's been playing for a while now for Argentina. Of course, teammate for Natalia Mendez and Maria Jose Vargas. Experienced internationally as well. Matias Arnez on the younger side from Cochabamba, Bolivia. Of course, birthplace of many great Bolivian players that are here at this tournament in Denver. Both the IRT and the LPRT are present. We don't get that often enough, Sam.
No, we don't. Super happy to have the LPRT here. We will have some excellent mixed pro doubles matches here later, so please make sure to tune back in after this match is over to see some excellent mixed pro doubles racquetball. Something we get very rarely.
And that's something very particular now in professional racquetball game, having the mix, because since last year, the International Racquetball Federation instituted mixed play that has never been done in professional racquetball. So now in international play to qualify, there's also for the United States, for Mexico, and every other major country qualifying for mixed, which is a great change in dynamics, man. You got all these different sort of matchups. It just leaves very little to monotony. You have a lot of variety, and you see a lot of good matches.
Yeah, the more good matches we can get on a racquetball court, I think the better it is, obviously, for our sport. Mixed doubles just brings a different dynamic to our sport. I love it personally.
I do too. Kurzbard to the serve. That's an ace. Good serve on the back. Kurzbard leading 3-1, game number 1. I want to thank everybody watching from Argentina, Bolivia. Of course, here in the U.S. We were at a bit of hiatus for a while. We took a break after the last pro stop, and now we're here. Again, to get ready. Second half of the season for the IRT.
Yeah, after us here leaving Denver, we will go to Eugene, Oregon later this month.
About 3 weeks away nearly. Kurzbard.
Great get right there by Mateus. Another one diving in the back court. Can Kurzbard put it away?
Great effort there by Arnez. Not enough, though. Put a racket on it. Kurzbard is going on a 3-point run.
Fernando Kurzbard showing that his presence on the international side, international play, is coming into effect. He thought it was good. Head referee says it was short. So it will be a second serve upcoming to Matias Arnez. Kurzbard from the back wall again. Here in the Mile High City, the ball flies faster than anywhere else we play.
There you go. In the United States, that is very, very true. Mile High City, Mile High Stadium, Olympic Training Center here from the United States. That helps a lot. Players' cardio.
Yeah, we just had the U.S. junior team out in Colorado Springs, Colorado at our Olympic Training Center.
They were there for a week, right, training?
That's correct. We were there for a week training with head coach Tim Baghurst. Super happy to have him on board for part of Team USA.
Of course, Tim Baghurst, part of the LPRT. He's in the broadcasting team. He's a deputy commissioner. There you go.
Flick of a wrist right there by Kurzbard. Great racket control.
And we're going to see a lot of that, concentration for these teams internationally. No surprise that the U.S. took their time with the junior national team. Mexico has junior nationals coming up in the middle of September to make their national team for this year. Junior Worlds are going to be in Tarija, Bolivia at the end of the year.
Now we see a lot of those juniors here, not only for the U.S., but also for countries abroad coming, trying to see how they fare up against other players from other countries. We're so used to playing inside the U.S., playing each other. A lot of the juniors and pros here trying to feel out the competition on an international scale. Kuzbar here, the setup down that left-hand side. Arness was unable to catch up to it, and it'll be another point for Fernando Kurzbard.
And I like that wide angle that he shot right there, just out of the reach of Arnez. And, you know, just Kurzbard is playing really smart racquetball right now, trying to figure out his opponent.
Such a good serve right there by Fernando Kurzbard. Stands on that left side, goes behind him. Your natural reaction is just to think that he's going to hit a Z or something over to the right side.
That's true.
Another good serve up top for Kurzbard. Comes off the back wall again. Mateus Arnez has left a lot of ceiling balls off the back wall, as do a lot of people here, first time playing in Denver, Colorado. As we said, the Mile High City. Air is thinner. Pros hit harder. Everybody hits harder.
Well, we have the same phenomenon in Mexico, in cities like San Luis Potosí, which is actually, that's about nearly 5,000 feet in elevation. And a lot of training goes there with the national team as well. San Luis Potosí with altitude, Chihuahua with altitude, Monterrey. So you got all these cities with a lot of good racquetball, and they share some same characteristics as Denver. Kuzwar leading 8-1.
Current elevation at Highlands Ranch, Colorado, 5,600 feet.
There you go.
Hard to keep your ceiling balls from coming off the back wall rather than be short than long.
Of course, Denver is very proud of their NBA champion Denver Nuggets. I see a lot of people in Nuggets shirts and people really happy about that championship from the NBA past season.
Arness able to get himself back in the service box. 1-9. Just out of the reach of Fernando Kuzbar right there.
Second serve called. Court next to us, we have Samantha Salas versus Naomi Ross. Of course, Naomi Ross still part of the junior national team. Is that correct?
Correct. Naomi Ross still playing 18s and unders, trying to make her presence known on tour.
Arnez with point number 3. It's a good down the line. A timeout for Fernando Kuzbar as he takes a timeout. We'll take a short break ourselves, and we'll be back on IRT Live.
John Story joined the U.S. military, was killed in an inside attack on the 12th of February 2014. The biggest thing we want to do to help our local Gold Star families and our veterans, that we bring awareness to their opportunities to be served, to be taken care of, to bring to light ever-increasing need for our veterans specifically, to have housing, to have good benefits, to be taken care of. Go to livelikejohn.us. Go to the Donate Now button and help us fulfill our mission.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from Denver, Colorado. For the RTM, Fabio Soto along with Sam Schultz. So Sam, timeout taken by Fernando Kurzbard. Even though he's leading, 9-3, you know what? I don't think it's unwise of him to take a timeout. What are your thoughts?
No, I don't think it's unwise of him to take a timeout. Every player is different in when they want to take their timeouts, their strategy in taking them. This is the IRT qualifying draw, so only one timeout given per game. Different than the mixed doubles you'll see, which is played by USAR
of course.
rules, where they get 3 timeouts per game. Unless you go to a tiebreaker where you get 2. We'll see that a little bit later on. For now, we have Mateus Arness in the service box, 3 serving 9. Arness just skips that one in. Kuzwar back in the service box. Great deceptive Z serve there by Kuzwar. Has to go up top. Arness looks to be aggressive. Maybe a little bit too much. Kurzbard, another good serve. This one will come wallpapered for him. It doesn't matter. Backhand cross-court winner. 4 points away from victory is the Argentinian national team member, Fernando Kurzbard. Great get right there by Mateus Arness. We've seen him have some great gets so far here today. Hasn't been able to do much with them until that one. He puts it all the way in the back, forcing Fernando to shoot from 38+ feet.
It's not a bad timeout for Fernando. 2 points after that timeout. Worked well for him. For Arnez, it's a matter of adjusting. Still young, though. Still on the very young side on this.
Backhand lob will be a setup for Fernando. And Arness just skips that one in.
You know what? Fernando just gave him kind of a freebie right there. That backhanded shot was just about 5 feet up in the air. I think Arnez just got a little too desperate on that one.
Yeah, when you come to a pro event, as a junior playing pros, you can really have one of 2 approaches. You're going to go out, you're going to shoot everything, be uber aggressive, and just see what happens, see what you can do. Or you got to try to stick to your game plan, whatever your game is. Be comfortable. Embrace the stage in which you're on, the show court.
I mean, there is no more dangerous opponent than that who has nothing to lose. And, Matias Arnez has to play like he has nothing to lose right now. He has to, make those shots, but also try something different. It's the element of risk. I think, he can really apply it right now. It can serve to his benefit. You can tell that the body language that Kurzbard is a little bit more tense. He's expected to win, so he does feel a little pressure.
Yeah, Mateus Arnez can shoot everything, can risk it all with almost no true risk out there.
Now Kurzbard again back to the box. 11 serving 4.
See if he can score these last 4 points to close out game number 1. We see him here switching up to a lob serve. Arness tracking that one nicely. He'll go get it off the back wall. Great diving get by Arness. Unable to put it away so far.
Oh, it hit the crack on the left. What a lucky shot for Arnez. And, Kurzbard can only go to the back to receive. That was an amazing shot, but such a lucky bounce, Sam.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, Fabio.
Yes, Michael Jordan said it better than anyone else. Better to be lucky than to be good.
Have to put in the training, have to put in the time and the effort in order to be good, in order to be great, but sometimes luck is still on your side.
There's Arnez getting clarification on the score.
Great serving right there by Fernando Kurzbard. Has had great serving all afternoon throughout this entire match so far. Kuzwar off the back wall, backhand setup, leaves it up.
That's the thing, as you mentioned, just that backhand. He had the whole front of the court with him, but he, just put that ball too far. Was that 4 feet up in the air? Just gave Matias enough time to go in and kill that right now. Now he's back in the box.
Yeah, and at these courts in the United States and other places abroad, you really need to take some power off of it. Control that ball. Don't let it come off the back wall.
And I understand that, the adjustment period, because like you mentioned it, 5,800 feet altitude here, and a lot of these players play at sea level. So that plays a huge, huge role. I mean, you got players that come from, let's just say, West Coast, California. They play at sea level. Rocky Carson, Alvaro Beltran, they play at sea level. So every time they come to a place with altitude, they have to adjust. Their ceiling game has to change. Their shots have to change. And now we have a timeout from Matias Arnez. Takes a break. We will take a short 1-minute break too, and we'll be back on IRT Live.
My name is Jake Brenbeck, and I play with Gearbox. I personally love a solid frame. I've always loved how Gearbox has felt, and there's no better frame on the market. My mindset in racquetball and in life, because I think sports and life just coincide, they're great representations of each other, is you have to work hard, understand that there are going to be setbacks, but if it's something that you want, there's really no stopping you, and that's kind of how I live. I just go after what I want.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Live once again here for the great city of Denver, Colorado, home of the Denver Broncos, the Denver Nuggets, Colorado Rockies. And for this weekend, the IRT with the LPRT. Fernando Kuzwar from Argentina leading 12-4 versus Matias Arnez from Cochabamba, Bolivia. This is a jam-packed action live event with the LPRT. Not just that, mixed pro doubles, Sam. So you got some great matches coming up.
Yeah, we have some great pro matches coming up, such as Kane Walsalenchuk, Michelle Key versus Alan Natera and Carlos Munoz. Later today at 1:55 local time. Make sure you tune back in after this match to catch some mixed doubles action. That'll be a short serve late call. Rather have the right call.
Yeah, it was a late call.
A correct late call is always better than the wrong call.
It's a good backhand down the line by Kurzbard. It's awarded the side out. No timeouts left. Both athletes have taken their timeout respectively.
Backhand after backhand by Fernando Kurzbard. Now 1 point away from victory in game number 1.
Kurzbard for the game. Setup for Kurzbard.
Up front, what will he do with it?
Oh.
Wow, amazing get.
Great defense by Matias. Kurzbard. If you forgive, you will die. And that's what happened to Kuzwar right now. He forgave Matias. Now Matias is back in the box. Wow. Great effort by Matias to dive all that way to the left side.
Yeah, amazing get up front right, then diving back left. The heart of Matias Arness showing through, being a young buck on tour. Fernando had to go up top, set up. Just unable to capitalize is Matias Arness. Now game point opportunity number 2 for Fernando Kuzwar.
Interesting lob. Is it the setup he wants?
Off the back wall for Matias Arness, and once again, Fernando Kurzbard unable to capitalize on game point.
He's being denied right there because Matias, you know, I like his effort. He's not giving up. He's not laying down. I like that about it. Great energy from a young competitor such as himself from Cochabamba, Bolivia.
Yeah, not only do I like that from Matias, but Matias Arness, when he's not serving, when it's game point against him, he raises his target about 6 inches, starts shooting some wide angles, passes, high percentage racquetball, and it's worked for him so far. Game point opportunity number 3. Will it work for him again?
Another lob from Kurzbard. Great serve. Ace serve from a lob. Wow. Fantastic play there by Fernando Kurzbard. Takes game number 1, 15-4. We'll be back after a 2-minute break on IRT Live.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The My Pillow guy.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0. When I invented My Pillow, it had everything you'd ever want in a pillow. Well, now there's new technology that makes it even better. My Pillow 2.0 has my patented fill combined with a cooling fabric with temperature regulating thread. My Pillow 2.0 is truly the next generation of My Pillow.
The best sleep just got even better. Whether you have a MyPillow or not, you need to get the brand new MyPillow 2.0. Call or go to MyPillow.com now. Use your promo code, and for a limited time when you buy one, you'll get a second one absolutely free.
You're sleeping even better.
And cooler, too.
And you're looking good.
Feeling good.
I knew you would.
Visit MyPillow.com.
I played a lot of matches when I was playing the WRT with the gearbox ball. It's a different ball than the other ones. I think it's better for the game. It's durable. I think for fans it's going to be more enjoyable. The rallies are going to be a little longer. So it's going to be fun. My name is Andre Parrilla and I play with Gearbox. I love about Gearbox that everyone's part of the family and they have the best equipment in a great sport. Dedication makes a great athlete, obviously talent and passion. One of my beliefs is that we're capable of doing a lot of things that we cannot even imagine. It's just part of enjoying the process and then gets to whatever we want to get. Any sport that young athletes are playing, if you really like it, and as I said, if you put the dedication and the passion, I told you guys, you don't even imagine how far you can go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live once again here from great city of Denver, Colorado, as Fernando Kuzwar took game number 1, 15-4. Sam, that result, what are your thoughts?
The result is what we expected. However, Matias Arness showed that he can battle with Fernando Kuzwar towards the end of game number 1. If he brings that same energy, same smart shooting, I think we can see a lot closer of a game here in game number 2.
I agree.
As Arness scores first, Kuzwar confessing on himself. And Kuzwar skips that one into the ground right there. Mateus Arness, 2 serving 0.
Arnez with a great start. Good rhythm after game 1. It's a great shot there by Kuzwar, just cross court from the back, keeping it away from Mateus Arnez. Wow, what a great rally so far, Arnez. They're moving very well from the front to the back, but Arnez skips that shot, unfortunately. Very great court allocation. Just Arnez got a little bit ahead of himself. Such quickness from both of these athletes. Skipped by Arnez. Again, got a little ahead of himself. Maybe a couple steps too much. Easy to adjust though. So again, Kurzbard to the serve. Kurzbard on a 3-point run. Miss hit right there by Kuzwar.
Set up for Mateus.
What a good down the line winner there for Arnez. And, you know, he's learning. I'm seeing that he's learning from the mistakes he made in game number 1. I'm seeing adjustments right now to his game.
Yeah, and he's adjusting very good on the fly. Something, you know, a lot of pro players do very well. A lot of juniors takes them time to adjust. Takes them games, matches, weeks of looking at film with coaches to adjust. Mateus Arness right now doing it within minutes, on the fly, rally to rally.
And you got to wonder if it's nerves right now, just trying to adjust. You know, this is a big stage, Sam, for a lot of these athletes. You know, a professional pro stop between both men and women, being here in Denver, Colorado, it could be overwhelming. It's a psychological factor now. He's a young player. Let's see how it pans out. We got a lot of good teams on deck right now, Sam, so we'll see. After this match, we'll probably have a mixed pro. We'll let everybody know as soon as we can. Wow, what a great shot by Arnez. What a splat roll out to the left.
Amazing shot by Mateus Arness. Short serve right there. Second serve upcoming. Set up Kurzbard, front of the court.
That was missing from the previous shot. He went down the line with the previous shot, but it clipped the left wall. Just enough time to give Arnez a chance for a rally. But now the second time around, Kurzbard down the line winner.
Yeah, and as we had talked about, starting game number 2, this could definitely be a closer match, and we see it right here as Arness learning on the fly. For serving 2, Fernando Kurzbard in the box, lob serve. See, he's changed it up from the drive that worked so well for him in game number 1. I'm a little confused on why he's changed it up. He doesn't have a huge lead here where he could be trying something new, looking forward to the next match. Wonder if he sees something in Mateus Arnez's game, or if he's simply just more comfortable with that lob. Right there, forehand winner.
Kurzbard now in a 5-point run. That's a great lob serve right there.
No wonder he got an ace on it in the first game. Great gets by Mateus Arnez. Kuzbar going cross court.
Wow.
Arness doing the twists, doing the turns, ends up splitting.
And you know what? Great effort again, but Kurzbard is just putting the ball in the right place at the right time, just keeping it out of the reach of his opponent. He's not really killing the ball, Sam. Just keeping it out of the reach, which is all you need to do in racquetball, really.
Yeah, the amount of true kill shots that Fernando Kuzbar has made between the first two games, you could count on a single hand.
Well, listen, kill for show, pass for dough. That's what Kuzbard is doing. He's been passing 7 points in a row now for Kurzbard.
And that's what these players are going after. The dough, the prize money here at the KWM Gutterman World Singles and Doubles Open Racquetball Championships.
Presented by RB Sales. Kurzbard again, point number 8.
See, we have some players lingering around in the front court. Michelle Key, Natalia Mendez. Both have mixed pro matches coming up. As soon as we know what mixed pro match we will have for you, we will let you know. I can guarantee you it will be a good one, and it will be a mixed pro match.
Between the legs. Matias again running. And Kurzbard finds the solution. Kill shot right there in the left corner.
Yeah, Kuzbar definitely likes his backhand. It's been very good throughout this match so far.
That's a weapon of choice lately from Kurzbard. A lob serve to the backhand of Arnez. Right now, Arnez gets the side out. I want to thank everybody for watching and tuning in. We had a great racquetball weekend between the IRT and LPRT.
Arness in the service box once again. 3 serving 8. This will be a setup for Arness.
Skip shot right there. It was a little too close to the back wall. Arnez, failed right there to get it out of the back wall. Bit of a concentration problem. Kurzbard again. Well, his 8-point run ended.
8-point run ended back in the box. Going to try to make it a 7-point run for himself now.
It's a good pickup there by Kurzbard. But a better down-the-line shot by Arnez.
Yeah, great down the line by Arness, but he telegraphed that backhand pinch a couple shots prior, which was what allowed Fernando Kuzbar to read him like yesterday's news. He was all over it. Kuzbar unable to capitalize. Arness, smart racquetball down the line. And right there, Kuzbar maybe going for a little bit too much. Arness, good dig off the back. And a diving effort by Mateus Arness in the back court. Just unable to get it that time. Fernando Kuzbar finds himself back in the service box. 8 serving 4. See if he goes back to that drive in which he did in game 1. He will not go up top to the lob that he's been doing in game number 2. the gettability by Mateus Arness on display here. Kuzbard shooting. He'll shoot this one again off the back wall. Arness flat rolls it. Backhand pinch winner. Couple of great gets throughout that rally, and then he finally finds what works.
Well, I like his court position right there. He's anticipating Kuzwar really well. He's reading some of the shots, and I like how he's working right now the angles. He's working really well. A lot of prediction. And now Arnez back in the box. Kurzbard again back in the box. Bit of a drought there by Kurzbard.
Score update for you from that court to our right, the LPRT court, which was Naomi Ross versus Samantha Solis. Samantha Solis won in 2 straight. However, Naomi Ross battled, getting double digits in each game.
And, I see Sam, I mean, you know her more than I do, definitely. But you know her more than I do, but I've known her longer than you have. Because she started playing in Mexico for Guadalajara in the state of Jalisco. But she has a dual citizenship, so she picked to go for the United States a few years back. So I saw her when she just started playing really racquetball. She has grown to be a really competitive player, an outstanding player, to say the least. And you know what? Her level of game has just gone up. And, facing Samantha Salas is definitely no easy task. And even though she lost in 2 straight, but getting double digits, not an easy task. So timeout taken by Fernando Kurzbard. We'll be back after a short minute break here on IRT Live.
John Story joined the U.S. military, was killed in an inside attack on the 12th of February 2014. The biggest thing we want to do to help our local Gold Star families and our veterans, that we bring awareness to their opportunities to be served, to be taken care of, to bring to light ever-increasing need for our veterans specifically, to have housing, to have good benefits, to be taken care of. Go to livelikejohn.us. Go to the Donate Now button and help us fulfill our mission.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sam, can you give us an update on the match that's coming up?
Of course, the match is coming up right after this one. We will have Kane Walsalenchuk, former #1 player in the world. He's working his way back to that. Regarded as the King Kane of racquetball.
The GOAT.
The GOAT. Kane Walsalenchuk and Michelle Key versus Alan Natera and Carlos Munoz. That'll be a great match. That is coming up immediately following Mateus Arness and Fernando Kurzbard. Mateus Arness back in the service box, 5 serving 8.
So 5 serving 8 now. And you know what, Sam? I'm liking right now a change of pace. Matias has adjusted well. I mean, Kuzwar is still on top. But you don't see that dominance that Kuzwar had in game #1, though.
No, not the dominance. He is now lob serving more, drive serving less, and Arness looks more comfortable in the court. Got some of those first game jitters out of the way, shooting more angles, shooting higher percentage shots. Right on cue, Fernando Kurzbard goes back to that drive serve that worked so well for him in game #1. We'll see if he can get it going again in game #2. It might be hard, as he hadn't been doing it for a while through the first part of this second game.
Kurzbard with that lob serve. You get a replay on that. Kurzbard was in the way of Arnez. Ace serve. Kurzbard back on the board after a bit of a drought. Now he changed that lob serve for a drive.
Looks like he's picking up right where he left off in game number 1 with those drive serves.
It's a good option right there.
Kurzbard smart down the line.
Oh, Kurzbard skipped down the line. Not a bad option, not a bad pick.
Not a bad option at all. Fernando Kurzbard playing very smart racquetball.
He is. It's just a matter of execution. But seems his shot selection is very well.
Like you said, Fabio, Fernando Kurzbard does not roll too many balls out. He's not going to kill the ball. He's going to do that right there.
Exactly, and that's what he needs to do, Sam, in the end. You know, keep it away, kill for show, pass for dough.
He's been passing for dough quite a bit, trying to advance out of this round into the next one. Great Z serve right there. Mateus Arnez playing good defense, but leaving them off the back wall for Kurzbard to shoot. Give him too many, eventually he'll kill one.
That's a down the line winner right there. Kuzwar, double digits. I think Matias asked if he has a timeout still. Getting clarification there from the referee. Kuzwar to the serve. Switching it up, no more lobs.
Kuzbar this time tracking it all the way down to the back of the court, just unable to come up with it.
But he backhanded it into the hands of Matias Arnez. You know, that's the thing. You know, we're talking about shot selection. Right there, that's not it. You know, he just gave it into the hands. He had other options, definitely. I would have liked to see maybe a wide angle pass there, just, you know, make Arnez move around. But he's a very agile player.
He is, and Kuzbar from that angle, he has to get that a lot wider. Shot selection may have been okay. It could have been poor execution. We may never know. Kuzbar does. He'll return this lob from Arness. Arness tracking time and time again.
That's the backhand we're talking about. Kuzbar leaving it up.
Great get by Arness. It does make the front wall in a flatty right there.
You know what? That was insanely good. There was no way Arnez could have gotten that ball. But the margin of error for that shot, Sam, was so narrow. It had to be nothing less than perfect.
Yeah, you could not have walked up to the front wall and placed that ball any better, Fabio.
No, you could not. I agree with you.
Margin of error was down to millimeters.
Kuzwar again in the box.
Lob serve. It's been a good one all day from Kuzbar. Oh, I don't like that poke by Arness. Sets him up.
Wow, gets a good shot right there. Hit right the crack on the right side. That's a break for Kuzbar.
Yeah, Fernando Kuzbar starting to heat up and find the cracks. Whether it be the front wall or the side wall, the ball's starting to roll for Kuzbar. Set up backhand of Fernando.
Wow, good get there by Arnez.
Another good one.
Another good get.
This will be a setup off the back wall. And the racket control right there of Fernando Kuzbar. Beautiful backhand.
But you know what I like? Arnez is playing some good defensive racquetball. You know, he's creating opportunities for himself, can get it done. And a timeout is called by Matias Arnez. He takes a timeout. We'll take a short minute break. No more timeouts left. We'll be back on IRT Live.
My name is Jake Brenbeck, and I play with Gearbox. I personally love a solid frame. I've always loved how Gearbox has felt, and there's no better frame on the market. My mindset in racquetball and in life, because I think sports and life just coincide, they're great representations of each other, is you have to work hard, understand that there are going to be setbacks, but if it's something that you want, there's really no stopping you. And that's kind of how I live. I just go after what I want.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to IRT Live. My name's Sam Schultz, joined by Fabio Soto for the end of this match. Fernando Kurzbard versus Matheus Arness. Next up, we will have Kane Waselenchuk and Michelle Key versus Alan Natera and Carla Munoz.
So no more timeouts left. Both have taken their timeout. Kurzbard 3 points away, and Arnez just not giving up. And I like his tenacity. You know, he changed his shirt right now. He's coming in the white. He used to have a blue shirt. Coming in the white. Referee asked for a shirt change. Very appropriate.
Super appropriate for how much Arness has been diving around. Second serve here for Kurzbard.
Kurzbard a little too high up. But a good read, though.
Once again, Arness telegraphing his pinches.
Wow.
Able to play some good defense.
Good play again. And again, good read, Arness.
Great get by Arness.
Oh,
no, two bounces called.
Double bounce. Very close, though, Sam. Very, very close call.
Looked like an amazing get by Matheus Arness. He sold it well. Not well enough for the referee to agree, however. Now Fernando Kurzbard, 2 points away.
And you see a lot of people here gathering up in this court in the bleachers. Very interesting match coming up. Ace serve right there for Fernando Kurzbard, who's now 1 point away from taking this match.
Yeah, the bleachers start to fill. They know who plays next. It's the King, King Kane.
The GOAT is up next.
Match point number 1 for Fernando Kurzbard. It took him 3 in the end of game 1 to close it out because of that right there. That is named Matheus Arness.
That's a skip right there. He got a little bit ahead of himself. Good stuff, though. Gotta admit.
Arness back in the service box, trying to see if he can score some more points, build some more confidence. That's what it's about right now for Matheus Arness. Confidence is key. Comfortability in the court at the pro level.
I love the way that Kuzwar read that ball. And like more than that, I love that shot. Kill in the corner. So we got match point number 2 coming up.
Yeah, and that's what playing smart gets you. Fernando Kurzbard playing smart all day, taking it shoulder high, going down the line time and time again. He chooses to pinch once, and it folds Matheus Arness as he was running to cover the down the line.
That's a good shot right there. And that is the match, ladies and gentlemen. Fernando Kurzbard from Argentina defeats Matheus Arness from Bolivia. A fantastic match. And I'm sure we're going to see more of Matheus Arness in the IRT. But for now, Kurzbard advances to the next round. Congratulations to him. So coming up next, Sam, what do we got?
Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next, we have Kane Waselenchuk and Michelle Key, the number 24 seed, versus the 8th-seeded Alan Natera and Carlo Munoz. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. For Sam Schultz and Fabio Soto, we are signing off on IRT Live.